of course, an agenda of the World Economic Forum and other international letter alphabet soup agencies. And this is particularly scary given the World Economic Forum's agenda, which I've covered on this channel. Here's their chart of a similar thing to what MDL had. There's digital identity, and everything is linked to it. Your health, your healthcare services, financial services, food, travel, and mobility. Are you allowed to go to certain cities? Are you allowed to cross certain borders? E-commerce, social media, social platforms, e-government, in other words, paying your taxes, etc. And ultimately, probably access to a smart city. So you will be herded, if you choose, into one of these smart cities where you probably will get free housing and free food in exchange for really having everything about you harvested and having no transparency. This really is almost like a Matrix-like scenario, and it's all linked to digital identity. This sort of digital tracking was not possible in Orwell's day or Aldous Huxley's day, but it's certainly possible now. And I think the West is almost jealous of what the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP, has been doing in China. They're trying to roll out sort of a westernized version of it. There are precedents for this in 18th century philosophy. We have Jeremy Bentham talking about the idea of the panopticon. Panopticon just means all-seeing, and this was a jail design that allowed a single security guard to watch everyone in the same jail. Now, they weren't technically able to be watched, but they were potentially being watched because of the shape of the prison. And so what this meant is that prisoners could never know whether they were being watched or not, and so they had to behave. So if you hear the phrase digital panopticon, you'll realize that this is a version, an updated version of Jeremy Bentham's nightmare. And digital identity, digital ID, really is the modern version of the panopticon, except rather than just being for prisoners, it's for everyone. It's for citizens and residents.